Hey my roses, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl RB and that stands for Basima. For those of you here, this channel is about lifestyle and film related content. So today we are going to react to a video, as you've seen in the title, the differences I see in black women from African countries. I'm from Africa, I'm from East Africa, I'm from Uganda. So I'm curious. Curiosity is killing me right now as to what he has to say about the different African women, the black women in Africa. Is it going to like talk about a country and like, oh, this country, black women in this country are different from the black women in this country because blah 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 blah, or there's these different features here and here. I'm really curious to see what he's going to say because he's a foreigner. I don't think he's African. I don't know, I've not watched this video before. I'm going to watch it right now. So if you're curious as me, let me know, waste your time. Let's jump straight into the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget to comment if you have anything to say. Share, let's have a conversation, let's chat. Anyway, don't forget to hit the bell button as well so that you get notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Boom, let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
I've got a question here from the lovely Hannah Noor. And her question is as follows. Hi Cohen, since you are expert in black... Here it is again. Since you are expert in black women, please make a video about the differences among black women from African countries. Out of your experience, of course. I'm a little overexposed. Let's tone it down. I can only speak from my experience, so that's what you'll get in this video.
I like when he said that he's going to speak only from his experience, because now that makes me, if like there's something he said wrong, that makes someone or one of us or anyone not really attack him hard, because it's like sample space, your experience. Everyone has different experiences and they have different things they know. So when you said this is from my experience, I was like, at least when you said that, someone cannot easily judge you just like that. So anyway, yeah, let's continue. Sorry.
Now, I live in a country that is like, it's a hotbed of different black women. No, it's especially the city where I live in, which is Rotterdam. It's known as a metropolis, and that means that there's a lot of different cultures and backgrounds, religions, things like that. And what I see is not just a lot of black women, but a great diversity of black women. We have black women here from, let's see, Suriname, Curacao, Saint Martin. So those are the islands.
Oh, I was wondering.
Former Dutch colonies, I believe. Let's see. Then we have African countries. We have women from Somalia. Women from Kenya, women from Congo, Eritrea, Ethiopia, South Africa. Let's see. You guys are gonna burn me in the comments if I don't mention your country.
No, don't worry.
I'm only mentioning the countries that I know have women from those countries in Holland.
Understandable.
Yeah, so many different countries. But I know there are more. Did I mention Somalia?
You did.
Well, Somali women, actually, now that I mentioned that one, what I notice, and did you ask specifically about how they are, or please make a video about the differences? Okay, so the differences, let me talk about the physical first, and then the non-physical. Physically, especially with Somali women, they have more round faces, I've noticed. Their features are also more round. I would say their features are very in tune with nature, because there's curves in nature. I've talked about this on my other channel a lot. They've got kind of like, not necessarily round noses, but a feature like the tip of their nose is kind of round. Their eyes are kind of round. Their faces, their whole face is kind of round. And I see this with men as well.
Faces.
Some have really strong kind of masculine faces, but you see a lot of not necessarily feminine men, but this is about women, right? So let's keep it to the women. But they're just round features. And in the dressing, how these women dress, I see a lot
Somalis?
of scarves and a lot
They are
of long
Muslims.
dresses, like these kind of like coats
Mm.
mixture. I don't know if it's a coat or a dress. So I can't really tell. I don't know the difference. Sorry, I can tell.
Yes, I can. I think most of the Somali women, if not all, are Muslims. And you know how Muslims wear. When he talks about the long skirt or scarves or what, that's more of not a culture thing, but more of a religion thing, like a religious thing. That's according to me anyway. Don't quote me. That's what I think mainly. That's why they dress like that, because of more religious reasons, reasons more than cultural reasons. And I'm not so educated about the Somali culture, but at least I know that the biggest percentage of Somalis are Muslims, and that um, contributes a lot to how they wear.
The difference. Like I don't know the difference. It's kind of like these, these patterned cloth things that they put on these sofas. Well, it's kind of like that. You see them, especially in the summer, wearing that. In the winter, they're all packed up because they're not used to these. They're not used to these colder temperatures. Although recent years have been quite mild in this country. So that's Somali women, and then you have Kenyan women.
Let's see Kenya,
And
our
I've noticed with
neighbors.
Kenyan women, they wear a lot of layered stuff and a lot of beige and kind of pastel green kind of colors. How do I know that they're from Kenya? Well, sometimes you overhear the conversations. Sometimes you see on billboards or on TV, you see a documentary, and that's where you see what country they are from. When you hear people that are friends of friends, for example, you know that they're from that country. Do we have any American women here? No, not really. I mean, unless you go to places like Hotel New York, there's
Friends are friends. The way he described Kenyans is I'm not convinced. As at this Somalis, he went into depth a bit. I was like, yeah. But for Kenyans, I'm sorry to say, I'm not convinced. I told our neighbors as actually. I was really so intrigued. I wanted to know what he's really going to say about Kenyans, but he was quick with that, so I don't know.
usually Americans and some Canadians there, but and some British people. Now, non physically, I would say like women from Africa, they are more traditional. They, you see it
Women from Africa are more traditional. Let's go on. Probably, yeah.
in the way that they walk. Like more modernized women, they have a more kind of like a womanly, almost sexy kind of walk, like a womanly swag kind of walk. And with women from countries like Ethiopia and Somalia and those African countries, they're more traditional. Now, I would say that women from Congo,
Congo.
they're kind of like a mix. They're,
Mix.
some are like they're more open. They're more yeah, like they have that womanly thing, but they dress very neatly. But it's so difficult to talk about this on a country by country basis. And people who watch my videos know this about me. I don't like to generalize based on locale or based on country. So,
That's good.
I mean, you could take one person from one country and then take another person from that same country, and their dressing style could be completely different. So, what I see here is just what I see in general. African women, and then you see this especially in either cold temperatures or when the sun is really strong. You see these they're hats, but they're not hats. They're like they're made from these turban, and they have like these these things with these really bright colors and these triangles and these little different.
The things is talking about the head. Okay, right now I have a turban. It's a low note turban. So what he's talking about when it comes to the things they tie on their head, it's more of a fashion thing. Head wraps. It's not about head wraps. If you've not seen my head wrap video, I'm going to leave the link Is it here or here? I keep getting confused, but I put the link somewhere here so that you see that. But what it's talking about, yeah, they get like the African prints, and we like, because like if you have like, for example, me who has dreadlocks, some people have braids, you sometimes get tired of like holding it up or just letting it fall. So like you want to have that different. That's how it even makes you feel. So we have those different head wrap styles: double note, single note, head note, low note, double, the types of head wraps and turbans. I think that's what he's talking about. Yeah, African women like doing that a lot compared to, even not African women only, African women, African Americans, literally brown skin girl, like melanated people, they like to do that a lot. It's rare to find whites that do that. I've seen some, but it's dominated by melanated women.
like octagonal shapes, and that's
Octagonal.
beautiful. You see that when you go downtown, you see these women, especially during the summer carnival in Rotterdam. That's on July, usually the last week of July. You see a lot of these women that are just attending it or just going there. It's like you never see them, and then suddenly they pop out of everywhere. So those are kind of the differences that I have noticed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Thank you very much for watching this with me. Well, I was so curious to know. I thought it was like going to dive like deep, deep, deep. Anyway, it's not like he went and did a lot of research. He just said it according to his experience in Holland, Rotterdam. So he of course picked a few of the countries that are best there, and he looked at it and maybe he was differentiating between, you know, the differences he sees. And I appreciate that he didn't like to say anything like weird. Of course, octagonal shapes of head wraps. That was a funny thing. But other than that, I appreciate this video. Because this one, like, it's good to get into the minds of people that are not where you are. Like, to know what someone in Holland thinks of, thinks of the African women, or talks what he talks about the African women. It's good to get into the minds of different people to know what they think. It's just fun. Like I told you, I'm a curious person and I like to know. So that said and done, thank you very much for watching. I remain your Rose Basimra. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.